Here's a detailed description of how to perform a windshield removal. Remove the outer trim from the edge of the windshield. Be careful not to damage the trim during the removal process for later reuse. Most windshield and glass applications require the Autotron to be set to the high setting. It is generally best to start in a corner of the windshield. Place the glass pro inductor parallel and approximately 4 inches away from the edge of the glass. Depress the foot switch and energize the glass pro inductor. Slowly move the glass pro inductor closer to the edge of the glass while watching the heat output meter of the Autotron power supply. Once the meter peaks out, move the inductor away from the edge of the glass approximately 1/4 inch. This will locate the glass pro inductor directly over the metal channel behind the glass and minimize the heat generated in the adjacent painted areas. Maintain the distance between glass pro inductor and the edge of the glass while moving the glass pro inductor in a back and forth motion approximately 6 inches long. Apply constant but gentle pressure to the back of the glass. This will allow the urethane to release at the lowest possible temperature. Once the bond has been broken, insert a small plastic wedge behind the glass to keep the glass separated from the hot urethane. Autotron wedge packs can be purchased from our website. The wedges will also provide the constant outward pressure required to remove the windshield. Continue to heat around the perimeter of the windshield and inserting wedges as you go, taking care not to apply too much pressure, which could result in a cracked windshield. Notice how the urethane was removed with the windshield and did not adhere to the windshield channel behind the glass. This is because the metal channel got hot, releasing its bond with the urethane. Since the windshield remained cool, the urethane maintained its bond with the glass. This greatly reduces the required prep time for reinstalling a new piece of glass. As with any new tool, there's a learning curve. New users can take up to 1 hour to remove a typical windshield. Experienced users can remove windshields without damage in 15 minutes or less with the Autotron induction heating system. Only experience will improve the efficiency at which the Autotron is used. It is highly recommended that new users visit their local salvage yard to gain experience with this tool prior to using it on a customer's vehicle. The Autotron induction heating system is ideal for quick, damage-free removal of painted side moldings and rub stripes, saving hundreds of dollars during its first use. The Body Pro Inductor is the inductor of choice for removing side moldings. The Body Pro Inductor is equipped with an integral strap on the back side of the inductor so that it can be slipped over the user's hand for easy manipulation. It is generally best to set the Autotron induction power source to the high setting when removing side moldings. This is because the thickness of the moldings increases the distance between the metal body panel and the Body Pro Inductor. Heating times will vary depending on the thickness of the molding. Begin the removal process by placing the Body Pro Inductor over the end of the molding to be removed. Move the Body Pro Inductor in a back and forth motion, using about a 4-inch stroke for about 10 seconds. Attempt to remove the molding by lifting the edge. If the panel is hot enough, the molding should release from the panel with very little force. If the molding does not release easily, continue to heat for 5 to 10 more seconds and try again. Once the molding starts to release, start to slide the Body Pro Inductor along the length of the molding at a rate of approximately 1 inch per second, while continuing to pull the molding from the body panel. Do not dwell in one area for too long. Heating one area for too long can result in burnt paint. Care should be taken to maintain as flat an angle as possible between the panel and the molding in order to prevent damage to the molding. Notice how the adhesive remained adhered to the molding and not to the body panel. This saves a great amount of time and money by eliminating the costly step of prepping the panel prior to reattaching the molding. The expense of costly rubber wheels is also eliminated. Some moldings contain metal strips that can become hot during the removal process. Extra care should be taken to prevent damage and accidental burns. The Body Pro Inductor is also ideal for removing plastic emblems and decals. Most emblems and decals can be removed within just a few seconds of heating. It is suggested that a low setting be used for emblem and decal removal. In many cases, the emblem will literally fall off the panel without the need for external forces to remove it. Emblems can later be reused since they are not damaged during the process. Some emblems have a metal foil overlay that will heat up when the induction heating is applied to the emblem. Care should be taken to prevent possible damage to the emblem.